cryptocurrencies have shown an unprecedented growth in the field of technology. So we've always been hearing about blockchain, machine learning, and AI. Blockchain, machine learning, and AI, which are the hottest trends right now. So are we in a position to accept these? Are we in a position to accept the real world use cases for these? So that's the purpose of today's talk. Yeah, so blockchain and AI, well, you've probably read about them in the headlines. So basically there are two sides to AI and blockchain. There are good sides and the bad sides. So the good sides include robots doing our daily chores, and the bad sides on a funnier note, they include robots taking over the world. So yeah, and driverless cars on the road. So these driverless cars, well, people are always skeptical about them because there might be a lot of safety regulations which you need to follow, and some object detection, like you need to know who's in front of you and sort of stuff. So all of these need to be taken into consideration, otherwise they will fail. And the internet connection has to be stable, so if there's a signal drop, there can be a huge fatal accident. So 5G technologies in today's world, they are trying to maintain a stable connection between all of them. Next. So the bigger question is, are we ready to accept these? So are we in a position for robots in our houses, machines doing our work, and automation everywhere? Are we going to invest our money in decentralized banks, which are far away from the current situation, which is centralized authority banks? And are you in a position to invest in cryptocurrencies? Well, let's see. So one thing you have to keep in mind is you should never underestimate these technologies, because yeah, at every point in a certain development of a technology, there might be a lot of skepticism which engenders, but you have to understand their potential and move forward. And mark my words, AI and blockchain will rule the world. Yeah, so let's go back to the time when the internet started. People didn't know really what the internet was, and at that time, they never estimated that all the online businesses could boom such a revenue. So basically, how the internet boomed and became a humongous platform for company revenues. That's what we're going to talk about today. And also, on a later note, we'll also talk about how each emerging technology, in the same way as the internet, strived for a change. So we should never underestimate it. Yeah, so before I go into blockchain, I'd like to tell you a short story. So the other day when I attended a certain event called PyCon Hyderabad, in Hyderabad, so I had the chance of encountering a certain individual who was a mentor there. So we were talking about cryptocurrencies and their current situation right now. So what he said was, there was a certain unstable incident in cryptocurrencies, and the prices of bitcoins and other cryptocurrencies went up and down. So are we going to accept that? Yeah, we're going to accept that, but the underlying concept is blockchain. So are we going to say that blockchain is a non-futuristic technology? Well, we can't exactly say that, because there are two levels of hierarchy. So the blockchain is the underlying concept, and cryptocurrencies are on top of that. If cryptocurrencies fail, blockchain, it doesn't imply that blockchain will fail. Blockchain is a manifestation of today's highest level of security, because they can store your records without anyone interfering in them. So there are three certain aspects to blockchain. Well, decentralization is one of them. Without central authority, you agree to a certain thing, and that just happens. And consensus is like the agreement which they agree to. So basically, if you have 5 people in a group, and 3 of them agree out of 5 of them, and 2 of them reject it, we'll still move on because the majority of them have agreed. And if for a central authority, all 5 of them have to accept the terms and conditions of a central authority. And smart contracts are basically pieces of code. Like you can write pieces of code which get executed when a certain agreement occurs. And before that, before we go on to how data changes the world, I'll cite a short example. So basically, if you have so basically consider yourself in a construction site, and you have to build the foundation and floors on top of that. Consider the floors as each aspect of technology, such as blockchain or web development or anything. So over the years, when each floor gets remodeled and changes, the foundation never changes. That means the data, which is the foundation, it never changes, but the technologies will always change. That's why blockchain and machine learning will change the world, because data will drive the world. And on a secondary note, I'd also like to show a short presentation on the startup free flow. So if you have any doubts or questions, you can ask me regarding this presentation. Yeah, so we're a startup called FreeFlow, which deals with machine learning and blockchain applications for other startups, so that some startups, they do not have certain technical assistance, so we provide them that, and also we're working on our own products. Next slide, please. So we're a team based from three locations: Hyderabad, Allahabad, and Pune. So these are the colleges. And some of the core members of this team Pragma are also present in it. Next slide. So these are our current projects, and all of these are open source, so you can contribute. I'll give you the links and show you the website too. So we have FlowNet, FlowWorks, and these are the shorter projects which are down. Next. So Begin to Code, it's a perfect tool for beginners, where you learn how to indent your code, you learn the syntaxes for other languages, and it improves your readability. So this is a good tool. It's deployed on Telegram, so you can use it directly on the handle Begin to Code. Next. And FlowNet is basically a tech social blogging network, which is the next generation of social networks. So all of these products, you can know about them on the website. And yeah, this is Merck analysis. So it's basically a marketing tool which analyzes each hashtag on any social network, and it outputs the analysis report as to how many people it has reached. So this is basically implemented on a hackathon, and it moved on to FreeFlow. And this is a part of a partnership with another startup called Axizon. So they're basically an AI recruitment-based platform where they compare photo solutions of recruiters and candidates who apply for a certain job position. So depending on the percentage, they call them for an interview, which moves away from the mainstream recruitment process. So then you have FlowWorks. FlowWorks is basically it's basically a platform where you can hire workers. So it might sound similar to UrbanClap, but it isn't, because they hire certain workers individually, but we speak with other companies such as IKEA. Next. And this text extractor was used along with photo analysis, which analyzes resumes and pulls out the main information from it, so that potential recruiters don't have to go through the whole resume. Next, please. And this is our last product, which is ResearchFlow. This is basically a platform which gives research publication, which is a research publication website, which hosts research papers and lets people submit their research papers for free. This is one of our projects which was selected for Paytm Build for India initiative. Last one. Yeah, so these are the GitHub project links where you can contribute. And can you open the last page, please? So the first one, can you go? Yeah, FlowNet, that's one of our main products, which is the social network which I was talking about. And you have the anti-depression. This was all these are hackathon projects, and you can go on. Yeah, so ResearchFlow. Then you have Merck analysis and the other projects. And could you open the website?
Hello.
Freeflow.tech.
हाँ आपको वही बता 30 को 30 को यहाँ पर छोटा फंक्शन है चिल्लाया शाम को खा लूँ एक मिनट को रुकी है होल्ड पर ही देखा हाँ शाम को खाली है हेलो आपको शाम को खाली है दिन में सुनाया ना शाम को खाली है
Okay, so the website wasn't working properly. Okay. So this is basically a website, and you can check out our products. Could you go? Yeah.
नहीं नहीं ठीक
So you can read about the startup and everything. Could you open the projects link? It's up. Yeah, so you have certain products and websites and apps. So can you click on the products? Products. That wasn't full. So yeah, Nebula is Free Flow's very own blockchain. Basically, we store all our records on Nebula and all our transactions and commitments to any other company on Nebula. And these are all the other products. And we've also implemented a mining tool where, actually myself, I invest in cryptocurrencies, and we also established a mining tool called the Zencash mining tool. And there are certain companies which have tied